Hey Commandos, FFF speaking again. So some users on YouTube asked me to do hotkey guys on English because they didn't understand the hotkey guides, which I did already in Russian. So here I am doing this. But first of all, I'm also gonna do a little bit. I'm gonna teach something else as well. So the video is gonna be for total noobs. So if you are not a noob and if you know what you are doing, you know the game, you know how it goes, please don't watch it anymore because this is just a basic tutorial for basic people who don't know how to play the game properly, alright? So first we need to customize the game to our needs. We go to option settings. Here in the graphics section, what you're gonna do is you're gonna set the resolution first. You're gonna need to set it the right resolution. So the best resolutions are, I'm gonna tell you, is 720p, this one, or this one. This one also would do. This one is good as well, and this one is good too. And of course the 1080p, and this one would do as well. All other resolutions are not that good. You'll probably see your whole MCV to like this big on the whole screen, and you would not see a lot of stuff going on. So don't play with those, with others than these, which I showed you. And graphics presets, you can pretty much here you can configure everything how you'd like. Depending on your PC, like which PC you have, depending on your performance, you should change it. Okay, that's for this stuff. Audio, you can adjust the music in the video. I usually turn it off, not to be disturbed by the music. Sound effects is the sound units are making in the game. No, not the sound, but like the sound from rockets and stuff. Voice is voice from units. Ambient is other stuff, like for example, when ore node is being collected and ore node is being carried to the refinery. Stuff like this. This is ambient. And movie is for the movies in the campaign, basically, or movies which appear when you are playing, doing skirmish and playing with bots. They tell you like a little window pops up here, right on this corner, and yeah, that's basically it. High audio quality, of course. It's always better to have high audio quality. And here VoIP options, it's for the multiplayer online gaming. When you're playing multiplayer, you can turn on voice activated, so it's gonna be activated all the time. Everybody's gonna hear you, everybody who is participating in the game. And push to talk, it's if you select this, you must speak up when you're holding down the V button, exactly, and so that everyone can hear you. Or you could also uncheck this at all, so there is no VoIP whatsoever. No matter what you do, there is no VoIP. You can test it here. You can speak up, and as you can see, it responds back. Okay, that's for this part, audio part. Boost microphone gain. If you select this, your microphone is gonna be a little bit louder. You decide whether to select or not select it. Okay. This is the hotkey section right now. So from here you can already see all the hotkeys. I will not go much into it right now. Just select any hotkey you want. You can assign any hotkey you want besides Y. For example, if you want to change cell mode to other button, I don't know which, whatever, you just click it and you click on O, let's say O change to cell with the O button. Or you could also do a combination of keys, for example, Control U for styling or whatever. It's up to you. You can change it or you can let it as it is. Me personally, I find this the best, like it is right now. I find it the best. No need to change. At least that's my opinion. In the network, you don't need to change anything. It's okay. Usually everything should work with these settings like it is here. But if you have problems, of course, then you should, I don't know, but there are some guides to change port numbers and stuff. This is, you must search in Google what to do. In general, there is a mouse scroll speed, so when you are moving, for example, holding down right mouse button, moving around, this is for the speed to adjust it, like it's gonna move slower or faster, or when you are moving the cursor to the edge of the screen, how fast it's gonna scroll for this stuff. And tooltip delay, it's I think it's delay for showing when you are, like, for example, you are hovering over a unit and it shows something about unit information, so not really needed. Classic CNC mouse setup, it's for left click is order. If someone who played previous CNCs, he knows how they worked. Those worked with the left mouse button all the time, like left mouse button is select and left mouse button is move as well. So if someone would like to play like this, you could always check this box. I would not recommend it though. If you are used to this setup, you should really learn how to use the right mouse button setup, because it's, believe me, it's the best. I could not get used to it at first, but then I started to use it, and all the time, finally, till I learned how to play with the right mouse button setup, because it's much better, believe me. Just learn how it works, and yeah. Okay, that's for the settings option. We are done with settings, and let's go back. Let's check out versus and go skirmish, and so right now I'm gonna teach you a little bit, tell you a little bit about the maps. So basically people play it on ladder maps. All others are too much imbalanced. Of course, there are also in the ladder maps there is also always gonna be an imbalance in factions and stuff like this, and on the map itself. But yeah, as we all know, EA is a very bad company. They never care about games. They do not patch them to the end, and they just leave the games unfinished. Blame EA for this. Yeah, not good, but we can't do anything about it. As a community, all we can do is write in the forums, ask for a better games and stuff like this, and hope for the best. Alright, so ladder maps are battle-based beta. One of the ladder maps, it's the first one on the ladder. There are 7 ladder maps in total, and this one, it features 1 oil derrick here and 1 oil derrick here. So very easy to grab an oil, even without a dog or scout. You can very easily grab it. And also there are some observation posts. I believe they are here, situated here, and expansions are this, and this, and also goes for the same for this side. So natural expansions, there are 1 natural on the water, and 3rd expansion and on the ground. For both players, they decide yeah, what's the best for them. And the middle is very important on this map, and usually Soviets or Empire, mostly Empire dominate this map very much. It's very easy for Empire, in my opinion. Yeah, the middle is very important. The map is all about the middle, the two buildings in the middle. Let's go to the next ladder map, Cabana Republic. The longest map on the ladder. It takes a very long time to scout your opponent, especially with a dog or with a bear, because they are not running as quickly as the burstron flies from Empire. But the Empire, of course, has a little bit delay in terms of deploying the barracks, because the MCV is placed so badly that its direction where the course coming out is this direction and this direction, so on the sea, and there is quite some delay till a lot of time will pass till you set your barracks up on the ground and your first burstone is flying this way. So I guess it's like kinda the same for either Allies, Soviets or Empire to scout the enemy. Okay. Very imba map for very imbalanced map for especially for Soviets or Empire, mostly Empire, because they can easily go for 3 refineries here, and there is nothing you can do against it, really nothing. You can't get in time with your dog to put it here on the nature expansion or here. The Empire will take it anyway, but you must be very aggressive on this map, other way you have no chance as allies to win. Okay, let's jump on to the next map. It's Fire Island. Pretty balanced map for all the factions, except the fact that an oil derrick, there are 2 oil derricks on this map, and one is situated at this place right here. And the thing is that Empire Doji Corps can deploy the way that an engineer cannot be camped in front of the with bears and dogs, cannot be camped in front of the Doji Corps. He can just go out and grab the oil very easily. So it's a free oil derrick for Empire here, even with 1 Doji Corps, and the other 2 Doji Corps can go up here. One is for protecting the infantry, and the other one is for deploying and capturing the oil derrick respectively. And there are 2 natural expansions here on this map, and one which is far away, which is here for each player on both sides. One is on the sea and one is on the ground, and this is the only weather map with no civilian structures here, so infantry might not be the best option here. You should rely most on air units or ground units like tanks and like vehicles and stuff like this, but not mostly on infantry. Let's jump to the next map. It's Industrial Strength. Industrial Strength is a very aggressive map. I think this is the map with the most civilian structures on it. There are really a lot of them here, and here you should always start with infantry and try to make early aggression at the enemy. And there is one natural one natural expansion here for both players. It's situated here on this side and here for the other player, and 2 expansions here on the sea. So yeah, it's a very aggressive map, mostly also because Soviet infantry is very cheap. It's most likely Soviets are favored on this map, but also Empire, their infantry is not that expensive as well. Yeah, and this is the only map with a garage in the center of the map, and the garage is very powerful when you're doing the MCV push, because MCV heals, repairs so quickly. It's unbelievable, and has a lot of HP. So it's very powerful. Here the MCV push on this map, very popular strategy. Let's jump on to the next map, and it's gonna be Infinity Isle. My favorite map, very classic one. It's perfectly balanced, not perfectly, there is nothing that is perfectly balanced, but very, like the best, the most balanced map here on Red Alert 3. It's very symmetrical, and the distance is not that far between players and not that close, so that's what it makes this map very balanced for all the factions. Oil derricks saturated here and here, though you need some dogs or bears or whatever protectment. You need to protect your engineers from dogs, bears and stuff like this, because they will not make it in time, so beware of that. Let's jump to the next map. It's Snowplow. Snowplow is, in my opinion, favored map for allies because of the expansions which you can get here very easy. The two expansions here and here on the sea, and when MCV is deployed here in the middle, it's very short map, short distance between players. You can most likely just pop up turrets right in the base of the enemy and shoot and tower pushing, everything, every kind of stuff with allies, very powerful here. Yeah, let's go to the next map. The oil derricks, though, are saturated here and here, so they are quite hard to get. Not for Empire though, but for allies and Soviets. You need to make a long way with an engineer, or you should like transport him with a bullfrog or Riptide ACV. It's the best, I think, on this map. Okay, let's jump to the next map. It's, yeah, the last map is Temple Prime. I'm just gonna be reviewing 1 versus 1 maps for now. Maybe in the future 2 versus 2, I don't know, but let's see. Temple Prime is kinda unbalanced as well, because it's yeah, especially for Empire, really hard to. Empire usually can get both oil derricks, which are saturated here and here, very easily, and there is not much you can do against it rather than maybe dual MCV start and start to push aggressively to one of the oil derricks, and at least you can get one of them, but other than that you can forget about it. Yeah, expansions are here on the sea and here on the sea, and they are most likely, all the expansions are really, I think there is same distance from the starting positions to either this expansion here or this expansion, so it's up to you which to select. When you are here, of course, you can push easily, but on the sea you have sea domination, so it's up to you. That's for the maps, and now let's jump to hotkeys, shall we? Let's put default, well, of course, I don't know. Let's play as allies. I'm gonna be explaining a little bit about game mechanics. So here we are as allies on the map without bots, without anything, just to show you guys keys. So hotkeys are basically when you to select your MCV, you just select, left click it, and you can do the same to access this menu over here. This menu over here, you can do it with E button, E or R. R is for defensive structures, support structure tab, sorry, and production structure tab is with E and R. You can change like this. And everything that you see here or here in this tab or whichever tab is activated with F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, F6. Like you're building it with this.
Building.
You see, if I press F1, I can build it, and I must select where to put it, and I can select it and place it down. So
Construction complete.
when I press right now, when I press
Building.
F2, I start building barracks. With the Soviets, I would have to, just like with the wall, I would have to choose the location first where I want to put it.
Construction complete.
And only then I can build it. The Soviets built all their structures from the ground, and they can be attacked during this, and also they block the line of sight, which I don't find very fair. It should be patched, in my opinion. They should patch it to make it like walls which are not covering line of sight until they are completely built up. And selecting your MCV is always important, and moving on the map is with the right mouse button, as you can see, because you can see the zone of the MCV where you can build stuff. For allies, it's very huge, the biggest MCV building zone.
New construction options.
And to place it down again, you are either press F2 again,
Building.
and left mouse button to place it, or you could left click and place it, but
Construction
this is
complete.
only for noobs. Only noobs play with the mouse and stuff like this. You should play with keyboard if possible. Let's build
New construction options. Building.
same goes for this, like for example,
Construction
F1 is
complete.
dog, F2
Training.
is peacekeeper, F3 is javelin soldier, F4 is engineer. There is also an option to
Ready,
place
sir. Where's the trouble? On point.
rally points for the structures. For example,
Jeff,
I
right
just
here.
select a structure here, and with the right mouse button I give it a rally point. So that means all the units coming out, they are gonna go instantly to
On time
the
as
location
always.
here.
Building.
And
Building. Construction
Engineering.
gonna
complete.
be heading this way.
Construction complete.
You could also do this the other way, like giving rally points, and it goes like this. You are selecting your
Construction
infantry deck.
complete. Oil
You are
derrick
holding
captured.
down Control and R, and then you can see this mouse button, mouse cursor has changed to a rally point. When you left click it, there is gonna be no sound. No, right click, sorry. There is gonna be no sound, but as you can see from the information here, bootcamp rally point set. So that means this is the other way to put rally points with Control and R. First selecting your tab, like infantry tab or stuff like this. When you're busy, when you're macroing your army and you're in the battle, you could always do like this, like for example T, or if I'm here right now, I'm just pressing T for the infantry tab and Control R, and I'm giving rally points somewhere on the map. Let's place our
New
refinery
construction
here.
options. Building.
Prospector on duty.
Building.
Alright,
Construction complete.
So let's talk about
Construction
hotkey.
complete.
So one of the important hotkeys is A button. So what A is gonna do, the cursor
Construction
is gonna
complete.
change if you are selecting your unit
the next
and
play?
pressing A. Cursor is gonna change, and if you are right click,
Stay low.
the unit is gonna be heading the way you send it, and also gonna
Javelin
be
on deck.
stopping and attacking every enemy in the line of sight. It's called attack move. You could also see it here. No? Oh, sorry.
Hey, man.
Yeah, attack move here. And you can also read, select the units will move to the desired location and attack enemies along the way. They would also stop, So that means even tanks and everything and stuff like this would stop and attack. It's best
Making a move.
used for
Let's hustle. Hey, man.
infantry
I'm
mostly
ready.
because the infantry
Go,
must
go.
stop and attack
Stay low.
anyways. Yeah, that's for. Let's jump
Training.
to another.
Right
hotkey.
here.
So another useful hotkey is
Ready for it,
S
sir.
button.
In trouble.
Stop immediately.
Standing by.
Just stop.
Talk to me.
And the unit's gonna stop where it was. That's for this. D button is for reverse move.
Building. Construction
I'll show you.
complete. Building.
Prospector, let's have a look around.
Construction
Right away.
complete.
For example,
That's a great
prospector,
idea.
there are
Be
certain
there in a
units
jiffy.
which can
Yes,
fly
sirree.
backwards or move backwards.
Sounds good to me.
It's
Prospector.
activated with D button.
Nice day for a drive.
As you can see, it drives backwards.
Construction
But
I didn't
complete.
think of
backwards
that.
driving is
Nice day for a drive. Someone to
25%
take a look
slower.
around. It's a beautiful
So
day. Sounds good to me.
Take this
That's a
into
great idea.
consideration and
Collecting ore is all right. Prospector ready,
most
sir.
of the time,
Right away.
all the units, all the
Building.
vehicles
Construction complete.
are
Sounds good to
better
me.
armored
Yes,
in
sirree.
on
Construction
the front.
complete.
That's why you should, when
Collecting
you're
ore is all
retreating,
right.
for example, retreating with your tanks, you should
Cannot deploy here.
Prospector.
always
New
retreat like
construction
this
options.
Well, all right.
Low
Prospector
power.
ready, sir.
Building.
to take
Building.
maximum damage
Construction
before dying.
complete.
That's for D.
Keeping the
F
peace.
button,
That's affirmative. Confirmed.
very important one.
Construction
to use
complete.
special abilities of the units.
Scanning perimeter.
When you some units activate it
Construction
immediately,
complete.
like this. Immediately activated.
10-4, sir.
Some units need to
Cannot deploy
example,
here.
wait, I'm gonna
Building.
show you guys. I'm gonna build a cryocopter here. And
Building. Construction complete. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete.
placing a wall
Construction complete. Construction complete.
like this is very important. So harassment is not that easy for an enemy.
Upgrade complete. New construction options. Building.
Build a tank and a cryocopter here.
Construction complete. Building. Construction complete.
Guardian tank awaiting deployment. Guardian tank at your service.
Let's run some field tests. Let's
For
see how
example,
this goes.
with a cryocopter, if you are pressing F, you need first to select a unit with the left mouse button. So there are units which need abilities
Let's take a look. We're not going to
whose
get shot up,
abilities
are we?
need to be
Let's see how this
activated
goes.
first with the
Let's
left
take
mouse
a look.
button. So I'm first pressing F, left mouse button, and
Let's
on
try the
tank
shrinker.
here. So I'm making
What's on
the
the
tank
agenda?
small,
Move it out, lads. Come on,
shrinking the
boys.
tank. And
Building.
if I would have, for example, 2 or more cryocopters
Building.
here, let's build some more.
Guardian tank. Of course, sir. We'll be on our best behavior. We're on it, sir.
Some units have
Guardian
cooldowns
tank
Let's run
awaiting
some field
deployment.
tests.
on
Upgrade
their
complete.
special
New
abilities.
Guardian
construction
tank at your
options.
Do not
service.
use them immediately.
Could we be
You
of
should
help, sir?
wait a little
Approaching
bit
area.
for
Guardian tank
the
awaiting deployment.
Cryo systems
for
ready to
example,
go.
here
Let's
I
run
have
some field tests.
3
We're not going to
cryocopters.
get shot up, are we? Okay, we're going
And
over
what
there.
I can do is,
We're not going to get shot up,
when
are
I
we?
selected all those 3
I'm safe up
cryocopters,
here, right?
I can
Guardian
micro ramp
tank.
to shrink all those 3
Overhead.
tanks in no time. And by doing this, I save a lot of time. I don't need to select
Technician,
this
buckled in.
cryocopter, shrink this,
Overhead.
this cryocopter, shrink this,
Technician,
this
buckled in.
cryocopter, shrink this one. No, I don't need to
Equipment
do this.
all looks good.
I'm just selecting all those 3 cryocopters and I'm pressing F1, F2 and F1, left click, F2, left click, F3, left click. Alright? So that's
Cryo systems ready to go. Let's see how they like this.
how you
Technician,
do it.
buckled in.
Failed a
Let's try the
little bit,
shrinker. I can get
Back
the
it
hang
up.
of
We're
this.
done here.
High technology upgrade authorized.
but that's how
Equipment
how
all
it's
looks
done.
good.
I can get the hang of this. Technician, buckle in. This.
F1, F2, F3. As you
Guardian
can see,
tank good
I
to
can
go. Of course, sir.
shrink them very
Affirmative,
fast,
sir.
like this.
We'll be on our best behavior. Moving out, lads.
Alright.
Ready as always.
I can get the hang
This
of
is
this.
for microing.
Let's take a look.
So-
We're not gonna get shot up, are we?
When you are having
Peacekeeper, ready for
example, group
contact.
here, I can switch with
On
F1
alert.
and F2.
What's on the agenda?
Tactical unit.
Let me see.
You heard the boss.
Right here.
Right now, Peacekeeper is selected F. He's using his special
What's
ability.
it gonna
Tanks
be?
are selected F. They are using the special ability.
Technician, buckled in.
Cryocopters F1.
Cryocopter.
F2.
Cryo systems ready to go. Equipment all looks good. I can get the hang of this.
Cryocopters
Technician, buckled in. Okay, okay.
Or
We're
two
not gonna get
times.
shot up, are we?
F1.
I'm safe up here, right? Did
Select
you get that,
only the
pilot?
first.
Technician, buckled in. Cryocopter.
Two times
Hello?
F2. Select this
Equipment
one.
all looks good. The
Two
ride's
times
pretty
F3,
smooth.
Select this one.
Ready as always.
Button
On
G.
alert.
Not
Armor
that important,
spots.
but
En
sometimes
route.
may come
Could
in
we be
handy.
of help,
For
sir?
example, if you are, if you just
Gentlemen,
want to
let's
squish
move.
new
Move it out,
materials,
lads.
you just click,
Capital.
you just
You
press
heard the
G
boss.
and
We're
drive
on
to
it,
the
sir.
desired
Move it out,
destination
lads. We're on it, sir.
for squishing
Capital.
infantry,
Of course, sir.
or
We're on it,
squishing
sir.
smaller units with a
Ready
bubble
as
space,
always.
for example. Yeah, yeah, also forgot, guys. Like T, Z, and U and I are respectively used for infantry tab, vehicle tab, aircraft tab, and naval tab. Alright, so the next button is Q. Q is just to select all the combat units on the whole map. Excluded units are engineers, prospectors, collectors, MCVs. Yeah, those are the excluded units which will not be selected. Only combat units. This is Q. W is to
What
select,
can we do for you, sir?
I'm safe up here, right? All right already.
for example, I'm gonna show you guys.
Technician,
If I
buckled in.
select one cryocopter here, I click
I can
W
get the hang
once.
of this.
All the units you can see here selected across screen, all the units on the screen of the same type are gonna be selected. And if I click the W again, all the units across the map gonna be selected. It also works for more units.
What's it gonna be?
For example, like
Guardian tank.
cryocopter and a tank. Once I select only those on the screen, and two times I select all of them on the whole map. Alright, this is W. H, well, kinda important.
Equipment
button.
all looks good.
If you're clicking H, you are gonna be immediately, your camera is gonna be immediately jumping to your HQ, your MCV. What if your MCV is
Building.
undeployed, and if in a mobile form you are asking? Well, let's see what happens if I'm pressing H.
Construction complete.
Construction
Low
vehicle
power.
at your service.
As you can see, my MCV is undeployed now, and then if I'm pressing H, the first structure which was captured by me or built by me is gonna be shown on the map. Like I jump to the first structure which was captured or built by me, and in this case it's an oil derrick, and if the oil derrick
Tactical
is
unit.
destroyed,
Consider it
Could we
done.
be of help, sir?
it's
Cryo systems ready to go. Arm the cryo beam.
Right here. Fort and cover.
okay, the oil derrick is destroyed now. I'm pressing H, and the next is gonna be my, well, this is kinda interesting. Normally it should jump over here because the barracks was probably a bug, but it's jumping here to the refinery here. I don't know why. Very strange. Anyways,
What can we do for you, sir?
New
Y button
construction
is for
options.
selling. Sell option. If you are left clicking, you are activating, you are selling stuff. Right click is to cancel, always.
What can we
right.
do for you, sir?
X is for splitting units.
Guardian tank at your
You have
service.
your units all here. Press X, they are splitting a little bit. And if you are having your units, let's say like
What's
this,
on the agenda? What can we do for you, sir?
they are not going to be
What's it gonna
splitting
be?
the way you would like them to do. You see? So
Guardian
it's
tank at your
about
service.
the group, which group you select.
What's on the agenda? What can we do for you, sir?
Select it like this. They are going from every unit
We'll be
goes
on our
from
best behavior.
each other in different
What's it
directions.
gonna be?
They separate from
Guardian
each other.
tank good to go.
And in this case, the units would go here in this direction, and these units will go in this direction. And not actually split the way that you would like them to do. So take this into consideration. Yeah, C is for repairing. If you have
Guardian tank.
something's damaged.
Oh, the lads have been
damage
waiting for this, sir.
box here.
Repairing.
Now it's repairing.
Could we be of help,
Repairing
sir?
is very slowly usually. Not gonna help that much, and repairing requires credits as well. So take this in mind. V is for chatting, as I already told. B is to place beacons, needed mostly in 2v2, 3v3 games, in team games, to
Beacon placed.
like show your body that there is something's happening here, look over here and stuff like this. This is the beacon. Also
What's on the agenda?
very useful in every CNC game.
Technician buckled in.
It's
Equipment all looks good.
not only in CNC,
Let's see
but
how this goes.
any
Guardian
arcade
tank
game
good to go.
mostly. Control 1, Control 2 and so on. It's for giving
Ready as always.
control groups. For example, if I give like control groups like this, selecting 1,
Guardian tank.
I select this group,
Could we be
2
of help,
is
sir?
this group, and 3 is dog here. And if I
Guardian
press 1
tank.
2 times, I'm gonna be, the camera is gonna jump right on the group,
Guardian tank good to go.
which I assigned it to.
What can we do for you,
2,
sir?
3.
Guardian tank at your service. What's it gonna be? Ready as always. Guardian tank. Guardian tank ready as always. What's it gonna be? What can we do for you, sir? Ready as always. Could we be ready as always?
Okay. And yeah, what else do we have? Shift. Shift is
What's it
for
gonna be?
selecting multiple units. For example, you selected
Guardian
this one.
tank.
You
What
want
can
to
we do
select
for you,
this one.
sir?
You want to select
Guardian
these two
tank
as
at
well,
your
and
service.
this dog here, you should hold down Shift button to select all those units at the same time.
Guardian tank.
All right.
Guardian
Aggressive
tank, good to
stance is activated with Alt A. So units in aggressive state will fire on enemy structures as well as units. So everything that near them
Ready
will
as
fire on
always.
it. They are aggressive.
You heard the boss. Gentlemen, let's
Even
move.
walls.
Come on, boys.
Sometimes
Approaching
useful,
area.
sometimes
Of course,
not.
sir. Could we be of help, sir?
Guard stance is activated with Alt S. It's a normal
Guardian
stance
tank, good to
where
go.
units will attack enemy
Affirmative,
units
sir.
a little
We'll be
bit,
on our best
little
behavior.
while,
What's
chase
on
them
the
a little
agenda?
while, let's say like
Capital.
something like this, and then they
Come on, boys.
get back to their position. That's the
Could we
guard
be of help,
stance.
sir?
Hold ground stance is activated with Alt D. Units in this
Guardian tank
stance
at your
will
service.
only attack when enemy units
Move
are
it out,
in
lads.
line of sight. So
Ready
line
as
of
always.
sight of the Guardian
They'll get theirs.
tank is something like this. Yeah. So that means only if unit comes this near, only then the Guardian tank is gonna attack it and will not move from the place.
Could we be of
It
help,
will
sir?
always stay at the place where it is now and will not move. Also useful sometimes. Yeah. What else do we have here?
What can we do for you, sir?
hold fire stance. It's not needed in my opinion. Sometimes only when you're not when you don't want to your enemy pay attention at something, because there is always like message our unit is under attack and stuff like this, and if you're not want to do this and
We're on it, sir.
driving
We'll be on our best
this
behavior.
enemy tank, let's say this
We're on
enemy
it, sir.
tank, you're
Approaching area.
putting
Gentlemen,
them in,
let's move.
hot fire stance,
Approaching
and they're
area.
just
You
driving
heard the boss.
abroad,
We're on
and
it,
they're
sir.
not shooting at anything.
Approaching area. You
So
heard
you
the
are not
boss.
switching
Affirmative, sir.
the mode.
We'll be on our best behavior. Capital. We're on it, sir.
That's for this. And space, well, let's see what space does. Space is usually the last event which happened. For example, upgrade complete and stuff like this. Construction complete. For example, I'm gonna build a boot
Building.
camp here.
Construction complete.
And right now, if I press space, I'm gonna be jumping right to the MCV, because MCV is building this. And it's complete in the MCV, in the production. I just need to press it down. So this is the last event which happened. It's activated with space. And yeah, N is for switching between refineries. Not useful in my opinion, not needed. B I told you already, C is for selling. Alright, that's it, I guess. And there is also something you can combine.
Building.
For example, I'm gonna show you guys.
Training. Cancelled. Building.
For
What's it
example, you
gonna
could
be?
combine your
here's my
units
first
to
pickup.
go. Oh yeah, yeah.
An ore mine is nearing depletion.
Forgot
Technician, buckled in.
Really forgot it.
Guardian tank. What
Selecting
can we
your
do for you,
units
sir?
and pressing
Multi-gunner at your service.
right mouse button and then holding it down, and then holding down the left mouse button, or doing it immediately if you can press like two buttons at the same time, left and right. It's gonna make a
You called for the
We'll
Mirage.
be on our best
Construction
formation
behavior.
move.
complete.
Formation move is units gonna be moving to the
the
desired
next play?
destination with the
Got your back.
speed of the slowest unit in the group.
Go,
So the
go.
slowest unit in the group is right now the Javelin Soldier, and every unit is moving to the desired destination with this
Athena Satnet, how may I
with
What's up?
assist you?
Making a move.
and gonna be making formation just like I did here,
Guardian tank, awaiting deployment.
right?
Orbit's online too, sir.
There is also an option,
Who wants a ride?
for example, for
What's
a
up, coach?
Javelin Soldier, if I
Stay low.
button, I forgot.
Making a
about it
move.
as well. So the out button is for giving units waypoint mode to sequential moves. For example, like
That zone's mine.
go here, and here, and here. And he would go in circles because of I connected all the points together.
Stay low.
Or like this. he's
Javelin.
going
Got your back. Stay low. Taking position.
Or I could,
That zone's
for
mine.
example, order him
Go,
going
go.
here,
An ore
Making a
mine
move.
has been depleted.
here first, and then attacking this. No. Wait.
Stay low. Got your back.
Planning mode is the same, but only
An ore mine
activates
is
when
nearing
you
depletion.
switch to another mode, or you click on it again, then it activates. So first you need to give orders and then
Let's hustle.
click on it again.
Got your back.
This is the
That
planning
zone's
mode.
mine. Taking position.
Not
Making
needed
a move.
in my opinion, but needed to kill this building because control and out are not working together in the game. So what I can do here, what I want to do here, go here and then attack this building. No, wait. Go here, switch to laser guided mode and then attack this building. Let's see.
Go, go.
Wait.
That zone's mine.
I'm going here. I'm switching, and I'm attacking. Not working with javelins, I guess. It's really strange.
Guardian tank.
Let's try it with a tank. Go here, switch mode, and then attack this building. Alright. And as you can see,
What's it gonna be?
same can be done with the alt, but
Guardian tank.
yes.
Guardian
alt
tank,
button,
good to go.
okay.
Of course, sir.
But only
You
on
heard the
enemy
boss.
units, because
We're on it, sir. Affirmative, sir. Approaching
otherwise
area.
you would need
Affirmative,
to
sir.
use planning mode, which is activated with Control Y. Anyways, you can combine
What's on the agenda? Approaching area.
moves. For example, you could do formation move here.
An ore mine has been depleted.
Press A once. Formation move. Left and right mouse button.
We'll be on our best
Units
behavior.
are moving to the desired destination with the slowest speed of the slowest unit in the game, and then holding down Alt again, and
Of course, sir.
no,
Approaching area.
I'm sending my units over here.
Moving out, lads.
Pressing A once. Formation.
Gentlemen, let's
Releasing.
move.
They are moving. Pressing down A, holding down Alt, and doing another formation. So that means units are first coming here, making formation here, also attacking everything on their way, and then moving to this location here and also attacking everything on their way. So this is a combination which can be used in the game. There is a lot of stuff you can combine.
Have
For
a disguise in
example,
mind?
Multi-gunner.
not
Plant the
working
foot,
with
will
some
ya?
units though. Strange.
High
For
speed, low
example, if I
drag.
send this IFV
Hit it,
over
Jiffy.
here and I hold down Alt and I press this button,
Watch your
evacuate,
step.
he evacuates passenger immediately.
Give me a plan.
Hey, mate. How are you?
Same goes for
Designated driver. Yeah.
Structure sold.
ready for contact.
What you got
red
cooking?
lights,
Cool. We're out.
not working with them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Talk to me.
And
So what's
for
coming up? That's
a
10-4.
lot of other transports, not for Buford.
Equipment
though.
all looks
Buford can
good.
do it in a sequential move, like for example go, first go somewhere and drop infantry somewhere else. After this with the Alt command, and
What shall it be?
same can be done with the
Proceed.
Mirage tank. Go to this location, activate.
Is it time? Into the background. Guardian tank at your service. We'll be on our best behavior.
I can
Moving
also
out,
activate
lads.
it several times.
Guardian tank.
I'm not doing anything and he's just switching.
What's it gonna be? Guardian tank good to go. Guardian tank.
Yeah, just switching. Alright, I think that's it for the hotkeys. All the basic hotkeys, all the really necessary hotkeys, I taught them to you guys. There is nothing that I forgot, I think. Also, yep,
Overhead. All right already.
for someone who is not
Okay,
understanding,
we're
still
going
not
over there.
understanding how to
Let's take a
combine
look.
hotkeys.
Let's see how this goes. Let's take a
example,
look. Okay, okay.
There are those
Let's take a
cryopters
look.
here. I wanna do following. I want to make those cryocopters fly over here. All right.
All right already.
Then I hold down. No, I wanna do
Okay, we're
following.
going over there.
I'm gonna shrink these 3 units and then fly away. But I wanna activate it with Alt button. So I'm doing following.
I can get
F1,
the hang of this.
F2,
Our system's
F3.
ready to go.
And then I hold down Alt, and then I press here. So the units are coming, shrinking the units,
Open the mess here, sir.
and immediately flying away. So that's called combining.
Sup?
That's it.
Stay low.
Thanks for attention. If you have questions about this guide, feel free to ask in the comment section. That's it for today.